Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this dramatic, pretty, sparkly yellow half-cut crease using the Colourpop Honey palette. I love the color theory palettes that Colourpop has been launching. They're amazing. As you can see, I've done multiple videos on them. Like, on the colors I would wear, I didn't get the Blue Moon or the Get Lucky palette just because I know I wouldn't wear those normally, but maybe I'll get them in the future just because they're so pretty and I want to make my collection complete. This is the palette and it is so gorgeous. Like, even though these colors, like yellow, you're like, it's so bright, like who would wear that out? I feel that this is still a wearable look. I just combined it with another palette I had. I'm sure you guys have like neutral browns laying around in your collection that you can use to incorporate with your look like this. It's really pretty and I do like it. Maybe if you are a little shy with color, don't use the glitter in the middle, but just use it with Queen Bee, which is what I did, but you can't really tell anymore kind of with my glitter that I decided to use. But I really like this and I hope you guys enjoyed, so let's get into the tutorial. So we're first going to start off by priming our eyelids. I'm going to be using my Urban Decay Primer Potion. My Fenty Beauty Instant Retouch Setting Powder. This also has a little bit of the Tilbury Charlotte's Powder in number 2, and this is Banana. I'm going to go ahead and set the eyeshadow base. Luxie 233 Large Fluff. Also going to go ahead and set my eyebrows. Alright, so we're going to start by using the Colourpop Honey palette. So exciting. It's brand new still. I love the color palettes, color theory palettes, I guess, that Colourpop has been doing. This yellow is so gorgeous and you can also make it very wearable as well. Like, I know yellow seems a little too bright and out there, but like these deeper brown colors make it really easy to deepen the color up, deepen the yellow color up and make it more wearable for every day if you are not too comfortable wearing color. And this also makes it very easy to incorporate color into your everyday makeup as well, should you choose to decide to incorporate color. So let's get started. I'm very excited. Full yellow palette, so it's pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and take my Makeup Shack T50 and I'm going to start by warming up my crease with the color Stinger right here, which is a very light yellow. I'm going to start in the middle and go in back and forth motion. Alright, so far we have this, which is actually really... I'm going to go ahead and take Totally Buggin' right here, which is kind of like a more yellowy brown, as you can... I don't even know if you can tell, but like this is what it looks like, and it has a little bit more brown in there. So we're going to use that and apply it over Stinger to kind of ground it a little bit. That is really pretty. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and take a smaller brush. I'm going to take this, I don't even, Morphe M551. It's kind of like breaking apart, as you can see. I'm taking the same color, Totally Buggin', and I'm going to add this into the outer corner. And this will just make it like more warm toned, and more kind of start to make it look more wearable. So I'm going to take a 217 like brush. Actually, I'm going to take this brush right here. It's actually, no. I'm going to take this Bdellium Tools 776, like a 217, and I'm going to go ahead and take Buzzkill, which is kind of like a dirty yellow-brown color. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's this one right here, just to deepen everything and even further ground this eye look we got going on. So I'm first going to tap, just to put the color where I want it to go, and then blend inwards. So I had done this off camera, but what I did, kept using Buzzkill, this really dirty looking yellowish brown color. And I went ahead and took the Colourpop Good Sport palette, and I also took a little bit of High Hopes, this like light neutral brown, just to make it deepen up in the outer corners. Now I'm going to take, I want that brown to pop up a little bit more, and I want a little bit more definition. So I'm going to take JH32, taking Good Sport, and just apply it over Buzzkill. And just blend it inwards. This will just give me the more definition, a little bit more definition that I was looking for. Because Buzzkill is the deepest matte shade in that palette. And I'm also kind of going at an angle, as you can see. Like the brush is kind of going from top. And then I've decided that I'm going to do a half cut crease. I'm going to be taking my Tarte Shape Tape in Light Sand. My eyelid folds cooperate with me today. I kind of have my normal, like, more than my normal 2 folds on this eye, and then my normal 1 fold today. So I'm going to take my Dose of Colors concealer brush. Using this brush because it's like extremely flat. I work the Tarte Shape Tape into the bristles. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to line a little bit my eyelid and then look up. I did this off camera. I just wanted a little bit the mirror like really close to me, so I just went ahead and cut my creases for both sides of my eyes, and I went ahead and took the Bdellium Tool 776, taking a little bit of High Hopes from Good Sport and just blending out the harsh lines because we just want it to look seamless, as you can see. And High Hopes is a really nice transitional brown shade to just do that. See? I'm going to go ahead and take my NYX glitter glue and use my Dose of Colors concealer brush that I used for the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm going to take a little bit on the back and just apply it to wherever the concealer is, and then use my ring finger and tap it out because it gets tacky really dry, and if it dries in an abrupt area it may not be as seamless when we apply our glitter shade. So I'm going to do one eye at a time. I'm going to take the shade Queen Bee, this deep, no, it's not that deep, it's like a medium toned kind of brownish gold color. So gorgeous. As you can see, I'm going to go ahead and apply that on. That's so pretty. I'm going to use my ring finger. I'm going to blend it out. That is so pretty. Alright, I'm going to take a flat brush so I can go ahead and make this very like crisp. I'm taking my Colourpop shader brush. Make sure the color is as nice and vibrant. I'm going to take my Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Spray, spritz it a little bit. Kind of like a dirty gold color. I really like it. It's so pretty. Now that we have that, I'm going to take my finger, my clean ring finger, and I'm going to push the shadow inwards to kind of blend it out and diffuse it first, and then I'm going to go in with my Bdellium Tools brush. Now going back with my Bdellium Tools 776 and a little bit of Good Hopes, sorry, not Good Hopes, High Hopes, I'm going to go ahead and blend that out. Now I'm going to go ahead and use that pressed glitter shade that they have in this palette. It's called Palooza. It's so pretty. That is like, girl. Alright, so I try to tap off as much as I can. I'm going to take a closer mirror and I'm going to pat it on. Do you see how pretty that is? Wow, this pressed glitter is so gorgeous. I have no words, honestly. Like, I don't even know if my camera is going to catch this. So moving away from the eyes for just a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of glow to my face. I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless filter in number 4. And I'm going to go ahead and apply this on to the high points of my face. So my cheeks, chin, nose. My forehead is getting better, but there is a little bit of texture that I don't really want to emphasize with my Flawless filter, so I'm just going to not apply any there. I'm going to take my Tarte buffer brush. The shirt is supposed to be off the shoulder. I don't want to look naked, so I'm just having it do its thing. So I'm going to go ahead and blend this out. I just love the glow that this gives and a little coverage also. Go ahead and apply some foundation. I'm going to be taking my Lancome Tint Idole foundation in the color 230. I'm going to apply it with my foundation brush from Sonia Kashuk and just spread it around everywhere. Before I move on to my forehead, I'm going to take a little bit on my JH03 on the back of my hand. I'm going to spritz a little bit of my Too Faced Hangover RX setting and priming spray. Just to, because my face is a little bit dry now since I've primed it a while ago, I'm going to use that to make it a little bit easier to blend out my foundation. Onto my forehead and blend. I'm trying to be really careful because I don't want to get foundation on my shirt since it's white. Alright, now I'm going to take my Beauty Blender. It was really damp, but since it's a little dry, I'm going to spritz a little bit more of my Too Faced Hangover X to start pouncing it over my problem areas and everywhere I want more of a fuller coverage. After I blended the foundation out, I'm going to go ahead and take my correcting concealer, which is the NARS Radiant Creamy in Ginger. I'm going to correct and also kind of fix up my eyeshadow. I'm trying to carefully correct my shadow. Sorry, not correct. That was the wrong use of words. I'm trying to fix up my shadow. And then I'm just going to apply it in my darker areas. I'm going to let the concealer get a little bit tacky and then I'm going to start blending it out. So after I blended my Radiant Creamy Concealer, I'm going to be taking my Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer in Vanilla. This is like my favorite concealer, but I also haven't used it in a while, I feel like, so love this to highlight. And it also has coverage, which is a bonus. I'll do a review on this concealer if you want to know my thoughts. So I like to let this also get a little bit tacky before I blend it out, and I want to show you what powders I'm going to use to bake and set my face. So I'm using my Rihanna Beauty Instant Retouch Powder in Banana, and then my Charlotte Tilbury Charlotte's Powder in number 2. I mix them right here, and we're just going to wait until this gets a little tacky, blend it out, and set our face. I'm going to first start by blending out my chin. And then a little bit on the cupid's bow. Look at that, like, under eye brightness. It looks so much more awake. Go ahead and take my Morphe E28 and just blend out further, like under here. And then in the middle, inner corners, not in the middle. You want that to be seamless. You don't want it to like stop abruptly and then it goes to the next color. Gonna make sure that there are no harsh lines. I mean that, and no creasing. I'm going to pat the powder in first and then pack it on to bake. To save a bit of time, I already went ahead and dusted off the powder. The powder I used today was the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Powder in 220 Natural Beige. One of my favorite drugstore powders, as well as the Fit Me one. Maybelline really does complexion products really well, so if you're looking for something that's great and high-end, performs like a high-end product but for a drugstore price, I'd highly recommend checking them out. I've used this in multiple videos before, so I love them. Go ahead and just bronze up my face. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Sweetheart Bronzer in Sweetheart Bronzer Baked Luminous Glow Bronzer in Sweet Tea. Gorgeous bronzer. I'm going to take my Morphe E4. I'm just going to mix the two together and bronze. I'm just going to kind of like dab it down, and it just gives like a really nice glow. Blend using my Morphe E41 because it'll look a little crazy. So I want to also go a contour with my face a little bit, chisel it out. I'm going to take my Too Faced KoKo contour using the two contour shades. I'm going to use the same E4, take a little bit and kind of just like go back and forth at the very top of my ear. I'm going to blend it out. We'll see on my cheeks too because it looks a little harsh on camera. I'm also going to take my Beauty Blender and chisel out the contour even though I applied it more precise than I usually do. I still want it to be chiseled. Go ahead and apply some mascara. I'm going to tightline as well. I'm taking my Marc Jacobs, what color is this? Earthquake eyeliner and tightlining, and then taking my Essence I Love Extreme Volume Mascara. I'm also going to take the Colourpop Sweettooth Creme Gel Liner and smudge it on my lower lash line. It's a really pretty like kind of bronzy, gold, shimmery creme gel liner. It'll just make it more natural looking. I don't want anything like too dark like Earthquake because I don't want it to look too dramatic, even though this is already a dramatic eye, but I want it to like flow, you know? So I'll be right. So I went ahead and applied some lashes as well. They're still drying. I'm using my KoKo Lashes Goddess, and I use my House of Lashes Lash Glue. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply some color onto my lower lash line. I'm going to take my Makeup Shack T66 and I'm going to take the Good Sport palette, taking High Hopes. I'm just going to blend that onto my lower lash line. And take my Dose of Colors shader brush. Going into Honey, I'm going to take the color, I'm actually going to take Oh Behave, this middle shade right here. It's a brightish yellow color. And I'm just going to blend it underneath. So, after that, I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to take Sunburst, this really, really light yellow color, and I'm going to apply it in the inner corners. A little bit of my Hangover RX. That is so pretty. I decided to use some like more neutral colors. I got these Glossier cloud paints, the seamless cheek color. Got it in Beam and Dusk. I think I'm going to use Dusk instead. A little bit too bright, and this is more like a muted color. I may have grabbed a little bit too much. My Morphe E34, and I'm just going to blend it on the back of my hands, like make a mess basically. The formula is really lightweight. It's like water basically. Smile. That is really gorgeous. So I'm going to go ahead and take my E41 and kind of just like soften it up a little bit. Apply some highlight. I'm going to take the Persona Cali Glow Highlighter in Zuma, the fan brush from Dose of Colors. So pretty. To be more precise, I'm going to go in with the 231 from Lexi. So pretty! Okay, I'm going to blend it up just a little bit. Face looks like there's a filter on it. I don't even know what's going on, but I'm living for it. So what I'm going to do is set my brow using the Hourglass Arc Brow color Soft Brunette. I'm going to go ahead and set the face. I'm using my Hangover RX that I've been talking about this whole time. Alright, so I'm back. I applied some mascara on my lower lashes as well. This is the same mascara I used on my top lashes. And now we're going to move on to lips. Since this is kind of a more out there look with the yellow and the sparkles and everything, I'm going to go in with a more nude lip. I'm going to take Dose of Colors Liquid Lip in Sand. That first, and I'm going to go in with the lip liner, taking Dose of Colors Undressed. Actually, I'm going to go in with a different one. I'm going to take Cafe from LA Girl Cosmetics. I feel like it goes well with the look, don't you think? Just because the eyes are so bright, I just wanted something muted and to just go with the look. I think it goes well. Add a little bit of color. Let's take Let's Cuddle, which kind of has like a peachy undertone. So I think I like this lip combination. It's really pretty. It's like nude, but also with a little bit of color. So this is the end of my tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed and liked this really pretty dramatic half-cut yellow half-cut crease. If you want to see more tutorials like this or any other video suggestions, please leave them down below. And don't forget to follow me on my Twitter, Instagram, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.